AcceleratedRadio.net.
You're listening to your station for R&B and old school.
We play it all. R&B, hip-hop, classic soul. This is what you get when you're listening to AcceleratedRadio.net. We're playing all of your favorites on AcceleratedRadio.net.
You're listening to your station for R&B and old school.
We play it all. R&B, hip-hop, classic soul. This is what you get when you're listening to AcceleratedRadio.net. We're playing all of your favorites on AcceleratedRadio.net.
You're listening to your station for R&B and old school.
We play it all. R&B, hip-hop, classic soul. This is what you get when you're listening to AcceleratedRadio.net. We're playing all of your favorites on AcceleratedRadio.net.
You're listening to your station for R&B and old school.
We play it all. R&B, hip-hop, classic soul. This is what you get when you're listening to AcceleratedRadio.net. We're playing all of your favorites on AcceleratedRadio.net.
You're listening to your station for R&B and old school.
We play it all. R&B, hip-hop, classic soul. This is what you get when you're listening to AcceleratedRadio.net. We're playing all of your favorites on AcceleratedRadio.net.
You're listening to your station for R&B and old school.
We play it all.
All right, so we're now live, everybody. Facebook. I want to welcome our Twitter, Instagram. Can we see? Oh, the television screen went off, huh? All right. Okay. Due to inactivity for a while. Kind of bright. Kind of bright.
When dim some lights.
Let's see what we.
Yeah, we're hot.
Oh, okay, so now I can basically see what's going on over here. All right, we see the back of Henry's neck, everybody. Everybody okay? We just saw the back of Henry's neck. So it's a prime example of
what you shouldn't do.
A 100% healthy man. Healthy man. So ladies, if you're looking for a healthy man, that should be your model. The back of that neck that you saw right there, that should be the picture you should have in your mind at all times. You know what I mean? When you're looking for a good, strong, healthy man. Always take a look at that picture. So that's the neck of a real man. Okay? That's the neck of a real, strong, powerful man.
Okay.
All right, so everybody, welcome to Accelerated TV. As I promised you guys, coming up on November the 1st, we're going to officially launch the thing. You know, we're going to be testing here and there. And November 3rd, we got a very powerful event. Came up with this concept, this idea about profit-driven podcasts. Profit-driven podcasts. People want to do their own show, and now there's a way to do it and get some national and international and worldwide exposure. Maybe you're pushing a brand or whatever it is. Podcasting is the way to do it. Going to give you a whole bunch of great information on Saturday night, starting at 8 o'clock. I got a couple friends of mine coming in. Dwayne's going to be here. Dwayne Caulfield. He's a specialist, an expert when it comes to social media. We have Maisha in the building as well. She knows how to help you create the right kind of content you would need for a great show. And we have also my man Henry right here. Henry's going to be leading the entire television production crew and team here at Accelerated TV. And many years of doing this thing. I mean, run down your credentials, man. I mean, just all the stuff that you've done.
MTV, CNN, BET. I've original Rock the Vote campaign. I've from back then worked for record labels and you name it, a little bit of everything.
Wow.
Worked for different local cities, you know, in their production department. Done commercials, independent films, movies. Everything from Bank of America commercials to Visine to, like I said, a little bit of everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we just don't want to put a couple of cams up. And of course, in both our studios at Accelerated Radio, there are these webcams on each one of the microphones. So this is a little different. It's a different kind of service. When I first met Henry, I was letting him know, hey, look, I wanted television production style, where we can actually build a set, any type of set that you like. If it's a virtual set, there's a green screen above. All we got to do is drop it down and we can create any type of virtual set that you want. This is a beautiful room. We got the LED lights here. We got, of course, the wireless microphones. If you have a very special guest that's not in the studio, they can be in Timbuktu. If they have a camera on their phone, we can have a split screen of you talking to them in real time. I mean, just a lot of great things that we can do as far as video. And I have to say that it's going to have to be high quality. Anything that I put my hand on, I put my name on, it's going to have to be of great, excellent quality, So we're still in the process of building the team and getting everything together. And we would love to have you aboard. If you're interested in doing some stuff with us at Accelerated TV, let us know. The number is 310-910-9676. 310-910-9676. And today is just a test. And basically just want to make sure that the quality, turns out okay. And I think it's okay. So we're broadcasting right now on 3 platforms. We're not just on Facebook, but we're also on YouTube right now. We're also on Twitter and Periscope right now at the same time. We were just having a very interesting conversation about
here we go.
No, I'm not going to start it because we don't have that much time. About love, relationship, and marriage. And I was telling Henry that I'm in the process of writing a book. We got on the subject because Henry had to check in with his wife to see if anything's on his schedule, right? He has to check in with his wife. So this is us right now, man, on Twitter. Cool. Periscope, yeah. He has to check in with his wife, to make sure that
give me a little bit of a hard time.
That there are no conflicts when it comes to him scheduling things,
especially on the weekend.
Without knowing her calendar, because if there's any free time on his calendar, it's no longer free.
Right.
She's got his time. So this book is a very interesting title. Now the album is coming out. If you didn't know, look at the bottom of the screen. It's music from Kevin Nash, All of My Love, December 2018. And the reason why I've been so stressed out, in a good kind of stress, right? And at the same time, I'm gaining a lot of weight because I've been snacking on the weekends. Saturday and Sundays is usually my time I spend creating music. I'm a musician, right? So the last album that I put out was 2005, so 13 years ago.
Okay.
So, and I asked myself, okay, now why is it taking so long for me to do another project, a music project? It's because I've been so busy doing everything else, like building studios, building the school, Accelerated Radio, School of Broadcasting, teaching the kids. I mean, just everything. The job at night at KJLH. Just didn't have any time in my schedule to do that, in years. So that's why I gave you guys a date when it's actually coming out, because I have to set a date for myself to make sure I get it done.
Right.
I'm a man of my word, so if I put something out there, it's got to be done no matter what. But I've been stressing myself out every weekend, still running the business and doing what I'm supposed to do here at Accelerated Radio, but also trying to produce an album at the same time.
Right.
So that's coming out December the 18th. But I said all that to say this. I also gave myself another date to put out the book.
Right.
Book is coming out. I was telling them about the concept of the book. The title is Don't Marry for Love. And the book, was written, believe it or not, for men. But I already know women are just curious creatures by nature.
Right.
It may be more women buying the book than men.
Right. Well,
You know, and quite naturally, I do believe that a woman, you know, always marries the right way. And what I mean by that, she don't necessarily marry because she loves the man. You know, it's...
Well, they say they do.
Well, they say they do because we marry for love. I think men marry for love.
Right.
So if they can somehow convince us that they love us that much, guess what? Well, I think I want to marry you now. Okay, here's the ring, because you love me. If you love me, if you really love me like you say you do, hey, I will marry you. But if you tell the man I don't love you, you'll never get a ring. Henry, why am I doing all the talking now? Since the camera rolling.
No, you're talking because this is your show.
No.
That's number one.
This
number
is
two. Yes, but it's still your show.
Okay.
All right.
I didn't know it was my show, so okay.
Hey, it's always gonna be your show.
I didn't know it was mine. I didn't know it was mine. I thought it was ours doing it together today. But
It's a together thing. Don't get me wrong, but please understand, you're the one writing the book, saying that you're going to be the expert on what love is, and why you should get married, or what are the proper reasons to get married.
Right.
Right. So you have to be able to defend yourself. You got to go, okay, defend your point.
Well,
right?
Actually, everything that I'm saying right now it's biblical. You know, if anyone can tell me in scripture, what is the number one book clergymen, pastors, preachers, or whatever use when they officiate weddings? The number one book they always go to is which book you think?
You usually go with the Bible.
Yeah, which book in the Bible?
Book in the Bible?
Yeah, they always refer to.
It just depends. I've been to a lot of weddings. They bounce around.
No, they don't bounce around.
All of the wedding.
They don't bounce around. They always go to this one book in the Bible when it talks about man and woman and marriage.
Oh, okay. You know what? You can put me on the spot. I can't remember, but
I'm gonna tell you.
Go ahead.
No. What do you think it is?
No, go ahead.
It's the book of Genesis. They always talk about Adam and Eve. The book of Genesis chapter 2.
Like I said, it depends on the wedding, because I've been to a lot of different weddings, right, and different denominations, different everything.
Well,
right?
Listen, but they will always use as a guide is the first man and the first woman, Adam and Eve.
I've heard that to be a similar thing, but not necessarily. I've heard, depending, like I said,
where else they gonna go? Jesus didn't get married. They ain't gonna go to Jesus.
I hear what you're saying, right? But if you go to Jewish weddings, you go to other weddings, they don't necessarily.
It's Adam and Eve.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. They do that too, right?
The Torah.
Right. So I understand where you're going with that, right? But it just depends on the couple too. Sometimes if the preacher, pastor, whoever is doing the wedding knows the couple, he or she may necessarily pick out things that fit that couple more.
Probably
right?
so.
So they may not stress Adam and Eve storyline for that particular wedding. They may go with another storyline and go, you know what? This will help you in your particular marriage, because I know you two. Right? You're feisty. You're this. Right. So I'm going to need you to go, you're supposed to, listen to your husband when things are tough, and it's his job to help guide this ship, right? That kind of stuff. It just depends.
It depends. You're right. It depends. You're absolutely right about that. Right. But the book stems from the first couple of chapters in the book of Genesis. But that's a different subject. That's a different title. We'll talk about that later. Maybe we'll get into some biblical discussions about love and marriage at a later date, but today's just a test. Anybody who wants to be a part of Accelerated TV, let us know. 310-910-9676. Keep that number handy. Make sure you tuned in on Saturday night. We're going to go live for the Accelerated TV webinar discussing how to unlock the power and profits from podcasting. Like I said, we have some dynamic guests coming in on Saturday night beginning at 8 o'clock. It will be live, and of course it's a podcast. If you are not able to check it out live Saturday night, you can always go back and check it out Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's perpetual, so it will never expire. But it's not going to be too long. We understand that, even 30 minutes of watching video can be a long, could be an eternity. So we're not going to go that long. We're not going to go no longer than 30 minutes, and it's a series too. So we're not going to throw everything on you at once. So the first one is understanding and unlocking the power of podcasting. That's our first one. Profit-driven podcast is the name of the entire series.
So will it be live call-ins?
We could take live calls. If you guys have any comments you want to make or maybe any questions, we can take live calls during our program. We can also look at your comments and see your comments that you leave on YouTube. We can see your comments that you leave on Instagram, your comments that you leave on Twitter or Periscope. We can post those comments on screen, all that stuff. It's a whole new world, people. It's a whole new world, and we got it here at Accelerated TV. We want you to be a part of our family.
So let them know the time again, and it's Pacific. It's Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah,
correct?
8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 8 o'clock West Coast time, California time. If you're watching from New York, of course, it'll be 11 o'clock since you guys are 3 hours ahead. If you're watching from Louisiana, my hometown, my home state, Louisiana, we're 2 hours ahead. It starts at 10 o'clock your time. All right, but we want you to join us and check it out. Anything you want to tell the people, man, you want to add? And
No, I'm excited for this upcoming event, and
yeah, make sure you subscribe to. So go to our website right now. We're also broadcasting on AcceleratedRadio.net/TV. AcceleratedRadio.net/TV. You can go there and check it out, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel as soon as possible. And that's at Accelerated TV. Accelerated TV. So subscribe so you get the updates and you get a notification every time we're on live. Like I just got a notification on my phone that says Accelerated TV was on live. So it says right there, watch live now, Accelerated TV, live stream. But it's a beautiful world we're living in, folks. Beautiful world we're living in. So be a part of it, and we want to bring it home to you, make it affordable, give it to you in bite-sized pieces so that you understand this technology. But we love what we do here at Accelerated Radio and Accelerated Radio School of Broadcasting. I got students in and out of this place 24/7, 365. Got some classrooms on some middle schools and some high schools, and just love broadcasting, and not just loving it to love it, but also teaching it as well, and bringing the young people in and to create some young crusaders of broadcasting. Yeah. So I think that's basically it, man.
Yeah.
All right. You guys have the phone number, 310-910-9676. Go to the website at AcceleratedRadio.net and subscribe to Accelerated TV. And Saturday night at 8 o'clock, we're on, and we're doing it. All right, cool. Oh, and by the way, so maybe sometime, well, the studio's occupied on Sunday, but I would love for you guys to, we're going to do a streaming online listening party.
Okay.
So before I release the musical project, I'm going to play some of the tunes from the album.
Okay.
And get some live feedback, some live comments. If you guys like it, dislike it, No, don't. I'm not going to put it out there like that. Because it's my creation. So it doesn't matter if you like it or dislike it.
It's your baby.
It's my expressions. So don't criticize how I express myself. All right? Cool. And I'll see you guys tonight, too, on KJLH. Thank you for supporting me. I've been here in this market since 1997. How many years ago is that? It's been a long time. And I've been at KJLH now for 18 years, and you guys have been supporting me every night on the air, so I appreciate that love as well. All right, cool. I think we talked long enough, so you sign off, and I'm going to go hit the stop button.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna do your job.
Oh, wow. Let's see if you can handle. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for this test. Bye.
R&B, hip-hop, classic soul. This is what you get when you're listening to AcceleratedRadio.net.